Thank you.
All right, Mr. Ramirez, would you please raise your right hand? You solemnly swear that in this proceeding, the information and responses or answers that you give us will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, you may put your hand down. I need you to listen carefully. Before we proceed on this matter, I need to discuss with you about 5 very important personal rights and constitutional protections that you have. These are being taken down as a matter of official record by the court reporter. And these will be part of the case materials. You have the right to remain silent. That means you do not have to make a statement. You don't have to, well, you know what? Ms. Corby,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have Kayla Wade with you?
I do, Your Honor.
Is she on board?
She is.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Angela, do you have Ms. Thorne with you? Okay. Ms. Corby and, all right, Ms. Wade.
Yes, sir.
Okay, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that in this proceeding, the information and responses that you submit will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may put your hand down. Now, Ms. Wade and Mr. Ramirez. Where'd Dominic Ramirez go?
Yeah.
Dominic, we need to see your face.
All right.
There we go. Thank you.
All right. I need to talk to both of you about particular rights and protections that the Constitution and statutes provide. In each of your cases, you both have the right to remain silent individually. That means that you don't have to make any kind of statement. You don't have to answer any questions. You don't have to submit paperwork in this official proceeding, especially papers that you have signed and that they confess or admit to wrongdoing or violation of the law. Do you understand you have that right, Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Wade?
Yes, sir.
You both have the right to a jury trial individually. That means that you have the right to pick, you and your attorney and the state's attorneys, you have the right to select from a jury pool of randomly selected people, 6 people who would listen to the evidence, look at whatever materials there are, and hear the testimony, and that jury could decide whether you're guilty or not guilty. That's called a right to a jury. Do you understand you have that right, Ms. Wade?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, sir.
You also have the right to what's called Confrontation of Witnesses. That's big lawyer words. What it means is you have the right to face anyone who testifies, and you and your attorney could question, cross-examine, or challenge any witness who would testify in your case. You understand you have that right, Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Wade?
Yes, sir.
There is also a right called the right to appeal. That right, in that right, each of you, in your individual cases, would have the right with your attorney or without your attorney, without you, to demand that a higher court review the official record that is being prepared by the court reporter, the evidence, whatever materials there are, and the results of these proceedings. That for whatever challenge you wanted to make, you'd have to do that kind of appeal business using the right paperwork and staying within the time limits that the law allows. You understand that you have the right to appeal, Ms. Wade
Yes, sir.
and Mr. Ramirez.
Yes, sir.
All right. There's also a right called the right to a public hearing in the courtroom. Because of the COVID emergency, we're doing these by video conference. And by the way, this is being streamed on YouTube. So it is public where anybody that wants to can tune in and watch and hear. That right to the public courtroom is suspended for right now. We're not doing that, but only with your consent, with your agreement. You understand you have that right, Mr. Ramirez
Yes, sir.
and Ms. Wade?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I'm going to take each one of you and show you the paperwork in this case. In your particular cases, both of you, there will be what I call identifying information at the top of each different type of document. That identification will have your case number, your name, and the court number. Then it'll have the title of each document. I'm going to take care of, go back. Mr. Ramirez,
Yeah.
let me make something real clear to you. As far as the law is concerned, right now you're in the courtroom. And in the courtroom, you can't be bouncing up and down, doing all kinds of things. You have to sit and respectfully watch and listen. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
So please do that, okay?
All right.
Now, the documents I will show you, it's my understanding, and I will check with you and your attorney, that you have reviewed each one and you have understood them and you have signed them. Now, the first one, Mr. Ramirez, I'm showing you the first document. It's got the identifying information. Case number 657201, State of Texas versus Dominic Rene Ramirez in the County Court of Law number 5, Bexar County, Texas. Now, the titles to the different documents are going to be in all capitals, bold print. I mean, dark, particularly dark print. This one is the state's consent to video conference. The law says that you have to have, you have the right to demand a public hearing, but we're doing it by video conference. In this document, the state has that same right. And this one is signed by Andrew Harris Edelman. It says that the state agrees to do this by video conference. Did you see and understand this, Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, the next document is called discovery. You see it at the top again, it's got the same identifying information.
Yeah.
It says discovery acknowledgement, the title. This one, if you look at the very first line there, it says pursuant to Article 39.14 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. You're not going to pass an exam that asks you the numbers, nothing, but what that tells you is there is a specific law that requires the state to provide access and acknowledgement of all the different receipts, papers, videos, whatever's involved in your case, so that you and your attorney can make an informed and intelligent decision on this matter. Now, this one is signed by your attorney, Mr. James Andrews III, and Mr. Edelman for the state. They are saying, yes, this law has been obeyed. We say so. I will be signing that officially. The next document is, that one's yours. This one says that you consent to video conference. Did you sign this yourself?
Yeah. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Okay. The next document in your case is particularly important. This one is called the Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. At the top, it starts off with the identifying information that we've seen several times now. This one is titled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. Mr. Andrews, did you and Mr. Ramirez look over this document carefully?
Your Honor, we spoke about it and we reviewed it, and I answered any questions that he had. Yes.
All right. Is it your opinion that he understands this document?
It is my opinion, yes.
Mr. Ramirez, it has three different individual sentences. The third one says, and this is you speaking, I hereby enter a plea of nolo contendere to the allegation of evade, arrest, or detention. Is that true? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
All right. The rest of this document is divided into 15 parts that are numbered. The first one is number one division or part talks about the range of punishment. What is the punishment you can have for this particular crime? There's a stack with little vertical boxes, and there's one that check marked, the only one in the stack says Class A. What is the punishment you can receive? Can you read that for me?
Class A, 0 to $4,000 fine and 0 days to 1 year jail.
You understand that that's the punishment you can be given.
Yes, sir.
All right. The rest of this document, have you ever been given or taken medicine for mental health issues or problems?
No, sir.
All right. One thing that I want to make real clear, the deal you have made with the state, that deal does not bind me. I don't have to accept it. In fact, as the judge, I have the authority and I'm required to either say yes or no. The deal is okay or the deal is not acceptable. It's purely up to me.
Yes, sir.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
If I say no, I'm not allowing this deal. I'm canceling this. Or if I give you a punishment that's even that's higher than what you agreed to, even $1 higher, then you'd have the right, in either case, you'd have the right to start all over. And nothing that you've said up till now or anything you've signed would be used against you. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
This page here with the 15 different parts, do you have any questions about it?
No, sir.
Okay. This next document, again with identifying information, this is my certification to you. As a judge, I certify box number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I certify that this is a plea bargain case. No, you made a deal and you have no right of appeal. Did you understand that?
Yes, sir, I did.
And you signed this document?
I should have.
Okay, if you didn't, we'll require you to sign it. You agree to sign it.
Yes, sir.
Again, this next document is the application for deferred adjudication. Did you understand what you were telling me in this application when you signed it?
Yes, sir. Me and my attorney had went over that.
All right. Now, let me tell you on the record. Deferred adjudication is a written legal binding deal between you and this court. It is a very beneficial probation or community supervision because you're charged with a Class A misdemeanor and you could be convicted, and you read to me the range of punishment. If you live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision, every bit of it, then you would not be convicted of this charge. If you violate the conditions, if you fail or refuse to live up to 100% of the conditions, then the state will ask me to bring you in after notice, proper notice, and have a hearing at which I can enter a conviction that follows you the rest of your life. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
If that happens, you'll be looking at the whole punishment. You read it, $0 to $4,000 fine and jail from 0 days to 1 year. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's
Yeah,
very, very important because see, you'll walk out of here, you do everything right, and this case gets dismissed and you were never convicted of it under Texas law. You want to do that.
Yes, sir.
You don't want this on your record. All right. Now this personal data sheet, mine is blank. That's the one you're looking at right now. Are you working?
Yes, sir, I am.
Where do you work, sir?
I work in Floresville, called Mavericks.
Yeah, the restaurant,
Yeah.
the Maverick Steakhouse. I'm a chow hound, so it just so happens that I know where that's at. What are you being paid, sir? What do you do there?
I'm a cook.
All right. Are they treating you well?
Yes, sir.
So what are you making a week or a month?
I get paid every 2 weeks. I
And
get
what
paid
is
$10 per hour.
all right. Okay. So you're making 400 a week. You're working 40 hours a week?
Just about, yeah.
And so that's 800 every 2 weeks. All right. 16, about 1,700 a month. All right. Now, Patricia, you still got the documents up?
Yes, sir. You can't see it?
No, I might have pressed a button or something here. Let's see. There we are. All right, now on back on share. Let's see. Very good. Mr. Ramirez, have you ever served in the military?
No, sir.
I'm going to need you to provide the 3 reference names there that are before you in the screen, okay? You're going to need to fill this complete sheet out. Are you married or single or divorced?
I'm single.
Do you have any children that you have to support?
Yes, sir.
How many?
One.
One child. How old is the child?
She's 1.5 years old.
Oh, a little bitty rascal, huh? All right.
Mhm.
Are you providing support or do you live with the child?
I do not live with her, but I am providing her now.
Okay. All right. Then the next page you'll be seeing will be what's called a plea bargain, I believe, Patricia.
Yes, sir. I'm getting it.
She has to reload the computer. All right. This document is, the identifying information is slightly different. It has your name and the case number. State of Texas versus Dominic Rene Ramirez. Case number 657201. It does not mention County Court in Law number 5, but these documents will be part of the file. There are 2 boxes that are checked. The first one talks about your rights, that you're fully aware of them. You've been reminded. The second one says that you are a U.S. citizen. Where were you born, sir?
I was born in San Antonio.
Okay.
I forgot
That's
the
main
name
thing.
of the
You don't need to know
hospital.
it. Yeah, you don't need to know that right now. You were born in San Antonio. That makes you a U.S. citizen, and that thing has been checked off. There are 5 boxes now. Each one has a different statement concerning, again, the different rights and protections that you have. Did you understand what they says here when you marked that off or when it was checked off?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Anders, you assisted him on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, this next section talks about what you're charged with again, because it's just before the plea. You were charged with evading arrest. To that charge, sir, looking at that form, how do you plead? It's right in front of you there.
Yeah, the no
No contest?
contest. Yeah.
All right, literally what it says is nolo contendere. One of these days I'm gonna change it and have it put a slash no contest. All right, now, I'm ordering you to show up in the offices of County Court at Law Number 5 here in San Antonio and Bexar County at the courthouse. I need you to come in because the law requires you to put your thumbprint on these papers. You
Yes,
come
sir.
in, the offices are in the hallway behind the County Court Number 5, which is on the 4th floor. You'll be able to find it. Once you get in the door, they'll guide you. You
Okay.
understand you have to come in and have your thumbprint put on the papers
By when though?
within 1 week.
Okay. I'll
Come
have
in
that
here.
done.
Very good. All right, now, as part of this agreement, the court understands, and I am ordering the dismissal of case number 657200. The court also will honor the agreement to release the Glock 19 serial number BNML 373 to James Anders III. Are you appointed, James?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. In lieu of the fee, appointed fee, Mr. Anders will have the pistol that we have just announced. So you have entered a plea of nolo contendere, and that is sufficient for me to find you guilty. But I do not. I am honoring the agreement that you and your attorney have made. Instead of finding you guilty, I grant you a deferred adjudication for a term of 10 months. You are fined $200. If you do everything you're supposed to, then you won't have to pay the $200.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget what I said. If you screw it up, you'll be looking at 0 to 4,000 and jail 0 to 1 year. You will perform 40 hours of community service restitution. Your supervisory fee will be $29 a month.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir. Not at the moment.
Mr. Anders, any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Edelman?
No question, sir.
All right. Then, Mr. Ramirez, you will now meet with Maricela Luna. She is what's called a CLO. She will start you off on the probation stuff for the deferred adjudication. She'll guide you and help you. It won't take long. Don't forget, you got to live up to 100% of the conditions. They will be in writing, and you will sign them, and they'll put a copy in your hands. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you. Stay out of trouble. Take care of that little baby.
All right. Thank
Mr. Anders, you're excused. Mr. Ramirez, you will meet with Ms. Luna, and then you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Vela. Is he next, Patty?
Present, but I don't know if Daniel is on. I just texted him. No response yet.
I'm on.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Bat?
Yes, sir.
All right. We have this.
Judge?
I'm sorry. We got to finish Ms. Wade.